The Party by Laurence Dunbar. They had a big, big party down in Tom's the other night. Was I there? You bet. I never in my life seen such a sight. All the folks from 4 plantations was invited. And they come. Trooping the stickies cello when they hear some fresh and drum. Everybody dressed their finest. Hush your mouth and get away. I ain't seen such fancy dressing since the last part of midday. Gals all dressed in silks and satins, not a wrinkle near a crease. Eyes are bad and peaceful shining, hair brushed down as slick as grease. Skirts all tucked and puffed and ruffled every blessed seam and stitch. If you seen them with their mustache, you wouldn't know which was which. Everybody, then all dressed up in Prince Albert's, swallow tears and take your breath. I can't tell you nothing but you're to see it firsthand. Who was there? Who you asking? How you expect I want to know? You must think I stood and carried everybody at the door. Old man Barber's houseboy Isaac brung that gal Melinda Jane. Hair hanging to his elbow, him a strutting with a cane. My, but Harvey Jones was jealous. Seemed to stick him like a thorn. But he laughed and finally Carter, trying hard not to let on. But a person would have noticed from the direction of his look that he watched every step that I can remember to. And he found a chair and asked her, "Won't you sit down?" with a smile. And she answered up a man, "Oh, I reckon it came worthwhile." And that was just for style, I reckon, 'cause she sat down just the same. And she stayed there till the festive for the giant some sort of game. Then I heard her saying proper as she rose to go away, "Oh, you really must excuse me, but I hardly cares to play." But I seen her in a minute with the others on the floor, and that wasn't any one of them playing anymore. Coming down the floor, bowing and swinging and swinging, putting on her high-toned manners all the time that she was singing. "Oh, swing Johnny up and down, swing him all around. Swing Johnny up and down, swing him all around. Oh, swing Johnny up and down, swing him all around. Fare you well, my darling." I had to laugh at old man Johnson. He's a caution man, you bet. He's close on to 100, but he's spry and nimble yet. He laughed how I started giggling. "I ain't old. I'll let you see. There's no need in getting feeble now, you youngsters just like me." And he grabbed old Aunt Maria, weighs 300 more or less, and he spun around the cabin, swinging Johnny like the rest. Everybody laughed and hollered, "Go it! Swing on, Uncle Jim!" And he swung her too, I reckon, like a youngster who was young. That was better than young Scott Thomas trying to be so awfully smart. You know when they get to singing and they come to that part in some lady's new brick house, in some lady's garden. If you don't let that out, I'll jump out. So fare you well, my darling. And then they sit down to circle around you, and you got to break the line. Well, that darky got so anxious that the bus's sides are trying. Kept on blundering around and fooling till he gave a good one great big jump. Broke the line and lit his foremost in the fire pretty straight plump. "It is fire in there." Well, I thought my soul I'd bust. Tried my best to keep from laughing, but it seemed like I must. You ought to see that man a scrambling from them ashes in the ground. Did bury him? Such a question, why he didn't give it time. Oh, them ashes and them cinders every which way, I guess. And you never did, I reckon, clap your eyes on such a mess, for he surely made a picture. And a funny one to boot, with his clothes all full of ashes, and his face all full of soot. Well, I had to stop the party, and Tom's right there, and they had to have it on the spot to invite us to dinner. And they scrambled to their table. I'd like to tell you about it, what we had, but I ain't able. I'll mention just a few things, though. I had not order, for I know it will start a hankering and your mouth going against the water. We had wheat bread as white as cotton and an egg pone just like gold. Hog Joel boiling hot and steaming roasted shoot and ham sliced over. Look out, what's the matter with you? Don't be falling on the floor. If it's not going to catch you that way, I'm not going to tell you anymore. Darn well, we had chickens, pig feet, now you's trying again to pull. Can't you stand to hear about it? Suppose you'd been and seen it all. See them great big sweet potatoes laying by the possum side. See that coon and all his gravy worrying, then you love and died. Man alive, y'all, excuse me. That won't much upon my shares, but I did not rest to suit you. So sit down and help you say it. Tom, he laughed. I don't believe in apologizing and confessing. Let them take it like they catch it. Elder Thomas, ask that blessing. I wish you'd see that colored preacher. Prayer still and bare his head, one eye shut and one eye open. This is every word he said. Lord, look down in tender mercy on such generous hearts as these. Make us truly thankful. Amen. Pass that parcel, make it please. Well, we ate and drank our portion till there was nothing there, and we felt like brand new sausage. We was most nigh stuffed to death. Tommy knowed how we'd be feeling, so he had the fiddle around, and he made us clear the cabin so we could dance that supper down. Jim the fiddler took that fiddle, turned that fiddle, took the rosin on the boat. He's a fiddler now, I tell you, and he made that fiddle ring till the oldest and the lamest had to give their feet a plant. Jigs, cotillions, reels and breakdowns, quadrilles and a waltz or two. Bless your soul, that music make them, and them people like the flute. Crippled Joe, the old romantic, against that floor from side to middle. Throw it away his crutch and hopped it. What's the man if just a fiddle? Elder Thomas got so tickled that he like the lost his grace. He had to take both feet and hold them or to keep them in their place. And the Christians and the sinners got so mixed up on that floor, I don't know that their party that the trumpet changed to blow. Well, they danced and they capered in the most ridiculous ways till the roosters in the barnyard cleared their throats and crowed for day. You ought to been there, I tell you. Everything was rich and prime. I can't tell you nothing more about it. We just had a scrumptious time.